Seriously, Knitcrate? Seriously? Good morning, it's Jane with ScrapTasticyarns. I managed to get one finished item. And this is, of course, the Divine Hat. But this Divine Hat, I chose to go with the instructions, which says to use a size J hook. And then an H to finish off. And of course, it's nice and baggy. Normally I do it for normal size people with an I hook, finish off with a G. However, I ran out of this yarn, and at the very end it's like this sky blue and brown, so I finished it off with brown and thought, well, perhaps a guy would like it since it's kind of big. You know, you never know. Now I did get a little bit of happy mail, and I will show you that. This came from Sis for Crone, and this is Rachel, and she does knitting and crocheting, and that's what the card basically tells you. And she has a nice little stamped thing on the inside. I don't know if she wants her address shown, so I will just show you that part of it. Thank you, Rachel. I think I said that she was knitting only. Just like a couple of them I said were knitting and they're crochet. Well, you know, I can be a dingleberry. Now this card came from Leanna Eaton in North Carolina. Now, I'm not sure if she made this card herself or she embellished the card, but I think this is one that she made herself. She used washi tape along it, and this looks like a cutout that was attached, another cutout, and then some lovely little jewels. And on the inside she says, Jane, here's hoping your summer is full of sunshine, cool drinks, and a joy to fill a year. Just sending you a note to say thank you for the Bible reading. Such a blessing. Hugs, Leah. And then she's got some beautiful washi tape on the inside and as well as the outside. Thank you, Leah. Leah. I'm never sure how to say that anymore because when I normally see Leah, I assume that it's Lee. But I had someone I met last week that said no, it's Leah. So now I'm confused with that name. I also did get some happy mail, but before I show you that happy mail, I want to show you what I found this morning. I went to the post office this morning to mail off a package, and while I was there, I was looking in the little change area for a nickel to put in the meter, just in case. Our meters that are outside and across from the post office, you do get, I don't know why I'm still wearing my mask, you do get 15 minutes free, but if someone's already pressed that and there's 3 minutes left, you got to put in some change. So I was looking through it, and I normally have a lot of quarters in there for the weekend paper because we don't normally get the daily paper because it doesn't have a whole lot of information in it. But while I was there, I found this coin. I don't know if you can see that, but that is an Australian coin. Found that this morning. And my prize arrived from Australia. From Elaine, the Kiwi Crocheter. You know, I'd won her first giveaway, And it's this beautiful ice yarn. Now, I have never had any ice yarn that I have purchased. But let me tell you, this stuff is soft. Now, it is a rather thin yarn, but that's fine. And it is, let me see what it is. It is called Phantom Cotton. It is a 4 light. I would say it's more of a 3 light. And it is 48% cotton, 20% acrylic, and polyester. And this is in a navy colorway, and it's gorgeous. I can't wait to work up something with that. And of course, I've got 8 balls, so I've got quite a ways to go. So of course now I'm going to have to put with those set aside projects, because I've got to find a project to use it for. So it'll go over in the set aside project area. And I have to add to my confession, I think in my confession I told you I had 22 totes. Well, I went through and I counted again. There are a total of 33 totes in this house. No, 34. I have another one over there that are full of yarn. That is not including those big, huge shopping bags from AC Moore, which would probably fill another 2 totes. So yeah, I have a total of like 35, 36 totes, 37. Who knows? It may be close to 40. But yeah, and I already emptied a tote and took it to the church for prayer shawl. So we'll see. I don't know. My Knitcrate hasn't come. It should be coming tomorrow. Supposedly out for delivery. Who knows? Generally when I get the message it says it's out for delivery, it doesn't show up till the next day. But Knitcrate sent out an email Friday. And that email says, "Happy Friday, everyone. Over the past few months, we've been actively working to find ways to be more environmentally conscious. Beginning in October, we are excited to announce our new carbon neutral, eco-friendly shipping option with packaging that is kind to the earth. As a part of our new sustainability initiatives, we will be planting a tree for every eco-friendly subscription payment we receive. Considering that we sell natural fibers and products that are closely tied to the earth, we keep top of our mind how our daily decisions impact the earth and the creatures that live in it. Our new eco-friendly options features a waterproof, biodegradable, and fully compostable mailer bag made of cornstarch, a recyclable postcard with digital downloads instead of hard copy magazine, offsetting of each shipment's carbon footprint, planting a tree in your honor with each month's eco-friendly subscription payment. This means, not, mind you, not a tree per person, 1 tree per all the subscriptions. This means after a year you'll have planted 12 trees. Every month your insert card will show the tree of the month. Read more about this below. Bonus, even if you choose to keep receiving the traditional crate option instead of the new eco-friendly option, we will still offset your carbon footprint for each shipment. With this change, here comes the zinger. We have made price adjustments to our traditionally packed crates. All memberships will automatically be switched to the eco-friendly packaging option for October 2020 to keep your pricing exactly as it is today. If you would like your crate to be packaged in our traditional packaging, you may swap to this packaging option from September 15th to 28th when swapping is open. Oh, and I cut it off there. Anyway, you'll be able to switch it then. However, eco-friendly packaging for Knitcrate members choosing to stay with our eco-friendly packaging for their crates, the price will remain the same, $24.99 for our Knitcrate membership and $19.99 per month for our Sock Crate membership. Traditional packaging will, if you choose to stay with that, the price will increase by $2 per membership. $26.99 for our Knitcrate membership, $21.99 per month for our Sock Crate membership. Let's plant trees together. To further offset our carbon footprint, we're proud to partner with One Tree Planted, a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to global reforestation. They plant trees to restore nature and biodiversity. They raise awareness about the importance of trees by offering businesses like ours a simple sustainability solution while motivating younger generations to do something positive for the environment. Each month we will support a different reforestation effort around the world, creating a healthy environment for us all. Every eco-friendly subscription bag you purchase will plant one tree. Your monthly insert card will detail the tree of the month, keep you in the loop with every scoop. Thank you for helping us take care of our beautiful planet, one skein at a time. If you have any questions, feel free to reply to this email to get in touch with our customer service team. With lots of love, Rob and your Knitcrate team. Eco-friendly shipping options. So, let's discuss that friendly option of the biodegradable cornstarch bags. You're not going to like it. First of all, I will tell you, there is always an offset to these. These bags are still using petrochemicals in them. Just keep that in mind. Polyactic acid, PLA, a plastic substitute made from fermented plant starch, usually corn, is quickly becoming a popular alternative to traditional petroleum-based plastics. As more and more countries and states follow the lead of China, Ireland, South Africa, Uganda, and San Francisco in planning plastic grocery bags, responsible for so much so-called white pollution around the world. PLA is poised to play a big role as a viable biodegradable replacement. Proponents also tout the use of PLA, which is technically carbon neutral, in that it comes from renewable carbon-absorbing plants, as yet another way to reduce our emissions of greenhouse gases in a quickly warming world. PLA also will not emit toxic fumes when incinerated. That is a bald-faced lie. It's a bald-faced lie, because you're still using petroleum to create it. They still use petroleum-related chemicals to make these bags. And remember, water is a greenhouse gas. However, there are still issues with the use of polylactic acids, such as its slow rate of biodegradability, its inability to mix with other plastics in recycling, and its high use of genetically modified corn although arguably the latter could be one of the good effects of PLA, as it provides a good reason to alter crop yields with genetic splicing. The cons: biodegradation rate and recycling. Critics say that PLA is far from a panacea for dealing with the world's plastic waste problem. For one thing, although PLA does biodegrade, it does so very slowly. According to Elizabeth Rote, writing in the Smithsonian, PLA may well break down into its constituent parts, carbon dioxide and water, within 3 months in a controlled composting environment. That is, an industrial composting facility heated to 140 degrees Fahrenheit and fed a steady diet of digestive microbes. It will take far longer in a compost bin or in a landfill, which is where most of it goes, packed so tightly that no light and little oxygen are available to assist in the process. Indeed, analysts estimate that PLA bottle, plastics, items that are made of it, could take anywhere from 100 to 1,000 years to decompose in a landfill. Another issue with PLA is it must be kept separate when recycled, lest it contaminates the recycling stream. Since PLA is plant-based, it needs to be disposed of in composting facilities. Which points to another problem. There are currently a few hundred industrial-grade composting facilities across the U.S. Finally, PLA is typically made of genetically modified corn, at least in the United States. The largest producer of PLA in the world is NatureWorks, a subsidiary of Cargill, which is the world's largest provider of genetically modified corn seed. This is tricky because the future cost of genetic modification and the associated pesticides, hear that? The associated pesticides to the environment and human health are still largely unknown. Pros of PLA over plastics: utility and biodegradability. Genetically modified foods may be a controversial issue, but when it comes to genetically spicing plants together to breed corn that yields more crops for industrial use, has its major advantages. With the increasing demand for corn to make ethanol fuel, let alone PLA, it's no wonder that Cargill and others have been tampering with genes to produce higher yields. At least harmful plastic isn't being used as frequently anymore. Many industries are using PLA because they are capable of biodegrading at a much faster rate than plastic, while still offering the same level of sanitation and utility. Everything from plastic clamshells for food takeout to medical products can now be made from PLA, which drastically reduces the carbon footprint of these industries. Not really. While PLA has promise as an alternative to conventional plastic, once the means of disposal are worked out, consumers might be better served by simply switching to reusable containers from cloth bags, baskets, and backpacks for grocery shopping to safe, reusable, non-plastic bottles for beverages. And here's one more problem with it. You have to use a ton of diesel fuel to get it to where it needs to be made. That's not a good offset. Here's the other thing, while we're discussing that. When it's put in the landfills, and they are using certain things, they don't know whether they're toxic, and some of them indeed are toxic. What happens is they leave a very toxic chemical puddle. I wish these guys had done a little more research. Would have been better if they just sent it in a paper bag. Okay, my rant is over for the day. It just bothers me that people think that these are great alternatives when they're not. I have no compost facility anywhere near me, so it's going to go to the landfill. Or I'm going to keep it forever. It's kind of crazy, guys. You got to look at both sides of the picture when you're making decisions like that. I'm all for the tree. Plant a tree. Should have been doing that all along. Seriously, Knitcrate. Should have been doing it all along. Okay. Now let's get into a little what in tarnation. Website seeks cheeseburger tester to find top burger in the U.S. A gambling website is offering $500 to a winning applicant willing to serve as a professional cheeseburger tester. Bonusfinder.com, based in Amsterdam, said it is seeking a cheeseburger taster to find the best burger in the United States by grading burgers on criteria including patty texture, patty seasoning, bun softness, bun taste, complexity of flavors used, relish and or sauce taste, cheese flavor and creaminess, value for money, and quality of the ingredients. The winner will receive $500 as well as funds for travel and to purchase the cheeseburgers the applicant is instructed to taste and review. The company said randomly selected winner will be announced October the 9th. I believe you have through September the 28th to apply. Testers' reviews will be published on the Bonus Finder website. The company's Canadian site, bonusfinder.ca, is offering a similar position to find Canada's top cheeseburger. And the links that will be in the description down below for both the U.S. The U.S. is first, Canada is second. So folks, if you're a cheeseburger lover or you just want to earn some money and travel around your country, check it out. Sign up for it. Maybe you'll be the lucky winner. Watch. Police chase confused raccoon through Florida home. Police in Florida said they responded to a home to help eject an unusual masked intruder, a lost and confused raccoon. Paula Tyler said a light fixture fell on her Tampa home, and she soon discovered a raccoon climbing on her curtains. Tyler said the raccoon had apparently entered her home through the attic and couldn't find its way back out. This one didn't look like it was mean or rabid or anything. It just looked like it was scared, she told WFTS-TV. Tyler said she called a wildlife trapper but found out it would cost her $300 for a house call. She called the Tampa Police Department's non-emergency line, and 2 officers soon responded. The police department shared the body camera footage of the officers chasing the masked bandit through Tyler's home. After much effort, coordination, and chasing the masked bandit around the home, the raccoon finally ran out. One officer was nipped in the hand, but it is doing okay, the department said. And I had a patient one time out on Glenn's Island in Virginia that took me next door to the house that had since been abandoned. It was scheduled for demolition. And raccoons had gotten into that house while it was empty and totally destroyed it. So he showed me the damage that a raccoon can do. And it was eye-opening. So I'm glad she got rid of her raccoon. And I'm glad the police officers were available to answer the call. Authorities investigating loose tiger sightings in Tennessee. Now, I saw this story a couple of days ago. I saw it on Facebook. And don't know if there is a tiger or none. Authorities in Tennessee said they are investigating multiple sightings of a tiger seen wandering loose in the Knoxville area. The Knox County Sheriff's Office said a deputy reported seeing a tiger Wednesday night in Knoxville's Forks of the River Industrial Park. The Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency said it received reports of tiger sightings near the same location, as well as in the Thorn Grove Pike area. Zoo Knoxville and Tiger Haven, a nonprofit big cat sanctuary in Roane County, said all of its animals were accounted for after the reported sightings. Several agencies were searching the area with the assistance of Tiger Haven personnel. The Wildlife Agency said the tiger would be sent to Tiger Haven, not Heaven, if captured. The sheriff's office issued a be on the lookout order for the tiger in Knoxville and is asking members of the public to come forward with any information about the animal's whereabouts or its origins. Now, I saw this next story in a newspaper that I was reading the other day, but there was no video. There is video today. Missing hiker crashes press conference about his own disappearance. An 80-year-old British hiker who went missing during a hailstorm was reunited with his family when he arrived at the press conference to publicize his disappearance. North Yorkshire police said Harry Harvey, 80, was reported missing at 1:30 p.m. Sunday, after becoming separated from his hiking partner in northeast England's Yorkshire Dales. Police, Royal Air Force personnel, and mountain rescues conducted a 4-day search of the area to locate the elderly hiker. The search was called off Wednesday when Harvey, having been spotted by a wildlife photographer, showed up at the Tan Hill Inn, a pub located inside the park, during a press conference planned by his family and rescuers to spread the word of his disappearance. Harvey told the press conference he had become lost during a hailstorm and ended up camping out for 3 nights using the equipment he had brought on the hike. He said he was in good health and free of serious injuries, but in need of a good meal. Harvey's son joked at the conference that his father was grounded. And there's videos. Escaped cat found after 4 days of hiding in airport. Wildlife rescuers were summoned to an airport in India to help capture a cat that escaped from its carrier during a flight and eluded security for 4 days. Wildlife SOS, a nonprofit animal rescue and rehabilitation group based in Delhi, said Ashta Shah flew from Bengaluru to Delhi with her 2 cats, and airline personnel discovered upon landing that one of the cats, Nala, was missing from her carrier. Nala made her way from the cargo area of the plane to the airport, where security staff conducted a multi-day search for the 8-month-old pet. Wildlife SOS volunteers joined in the search and placed food in locations around the facility to help lure Nala out of hiding. The cat was safely captured after 4 days of searching. Wildlife SOS said she was reunited with a grateful Shah. And there's a link to the article, the news article, and there are pictures of Nala, and she's a very pretty kitty. Now, some of us have seen this next one on some of the news broadcasts. Not all the news broadcasts have shown it, so I thought I would share it here. And there's video because the police officer's body cam captured the whole thing. Goat hops into deputy's car, chews on civil papers. A Georgia sheriff's deputy out delivering civil papers had an unexpected encounter with a goat that climbed into her patrol vehicle and started eating papers. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office said the deputy was delivering civil papers and had left the door of her patrol vehicle open because of past incidents where she had to make quick getaways from attacking dogs. Body camera footage shared by the sheriff's office shows the deputy getting out of the car and a goat soon jumping inside the open door. The deputy made repeated attempts to get the goat out of the car, and at one point ended up knocked to the ground, but she was not injured. She got headbutted. The goat chewed up some papers and knocked over a beverage before hopping down out of the car and wandering away. Gotta love those animals. They're a bit silly at times. Alright guys, have a very blessed day, a great day, and start looking for compostable facilities near you where we can send these plastics, since Knitcrate has chosen to go this route. I don't know. Everybody have a great day and choose kindness.